Hey guys, I want to talk about today how Jordan, she is a PTA, she was burned out. She became a stretch mobility coach and is now an expert in musculoskeletal health and wellness. Hi guys, welcome back to the show today. And today I had the opportunity to take a minute and interview Jordan Kimmel. She's a PTA. She's also a personal trainer. For those of you that don't know Jordan, she is a PTA that was burned out. She became a certified personal trainer in order to gain happiness back in her career, only to find that she was still in a box. She wanted to help people in a different way, but she didn't know how to do it. She saw a job posting that I posted for my Beckett clinic and she applied for it. She was hired immediately with the stipulation that she would have to become a certified stretch mobility coach. And she became certified and is now treating full-time in the Beckett stretch mobility coach location. She has since become the lead stretch mobility coach in this clinic and is now working with me to build out programming for PTAs like you. I hope you enjoy this interview. All right, we're just going to jump right in, okay?
All right.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and your current job and what you do.
Okay, so I'm a stretch mobility coach at our Beckett location here in Westchester. I enjoy working out. I enjoy being active and just honestly, genuinely helping people move and feel better and be able to do the things that they enjoy to do and being more active.
And what was the problem that you faced prior to hiring on at Stretch?
Prior to being a stretch mobility coach or getting hired at Stretch, my struggles in the outpatient world were just, I couldn't believe after 5 or 6, how many years into things, I was looking for something different. I was getting drained and overworked, and I felt I was seeing how many clients in an hour, and it didn't feel like the right thing. I didn't feel like I was able to really help people effectively. The fact that they kept coming back and we weren't like making the changes, I felt like there was other aspects of the role I would like to do, meaning like I went and got my personal training certification because I was like, well, maybe if I can train someone, it'll help them, stay more active and keep doing their exercises and things like that to help more long-term of building strength. But I felt limited there as well. So felt limited as I couldn't put my hands on someone and get their joints moving better. I couldn't massage someone because that's where my head was at the time. Like, oh, well, this is super tight. This needs work done. I need to use my hands, but I can't do that as a personal trainer. So there was a lot of limitations both ways.
So why did you choose to join my team? What kind of intrigued you about becoming a stretch mobility coach?
I knew something was different, but I was trying to figure it out. But I was seriously so excited because I think I told you shortly after, I was trying to figure out how to utilize my skill set in both, like as a PTA and a personal trainer. And I was like, you had it all thrown together for me already. This was like, here you go. Like, it's exactly what I was wanting to do and trying to do that I hadn't been able to do because I didn't know how to figure it out yet.
Cool. As a result of implementing your new training, what was your outcome with clinical care?
So I felt like we were able to really, following the stretch method, I'm able to really effectively help someone get out of pain and stay out of pain. We've definitely been able to keep people away from all the surgeries and injections, and like they're so much happier. Like even the ones I see one time a month, they're able to go out and run. I had a girl the other day who lacked a lot of shoulder instability. Like she had shoulder surgery. She's a hypermobile. She just wanted to be able to do push-ups down at Spenga. And she literally came in this month and told me that there was a challenge going on and it was how many push-ups you could do in a minute. And yes, she did modified on her knees, but she did 42 in a minute and she won that challenge. So she was so excited. Like, those are the best things, is like people being able to do the different functional activities or just healthy lifestyle things that they want to be able to do to strengthen or work out or be able to do that otherwise like they may not be able to, because she's done her traditional rehab right after her surgery, and she did have a surgery. So I didn't see her before that, but I've seen her after and helped her stay away from needing another. So
if you had to compare what you're doing now to what you were doing 3.5 years ago in a clinic, what kind of outcomes were you providing to clients when you were a PTA only?
Uh, I don't know that I know the exact outcomes. I think they came in still in pain. I think they came in and I felt kind of like a broken record sometimes. Like I think in traditional PT, it's not that we don't help people because we can make them feel better, but it's short term versus the long term effects of what we do in here as a stretch mobility coach. So I think it's just the difference in those two things. Like I could get in like some people that aren't degenerative though, like are able to do like the PT and they can get better with exercising and the different techniques that we utilize in that realm. But I don't know for sure that the outcomes are even comparable to what we're doing now on the stretch mobility coach side, just based on what I've seen in 3.5 years.
Cool. So let's break it down a little bit deeper. Let's say you have a person who comes to you as your old self as a PTA, and your physical therapist did the evaluation. They had low back pain and sciatica. What were you able to do for them then? Compared to what you are able, outcome-wise, able to do for them now as a stretch mobility coach?
Wearing my PTA hat and like following the PT's plan of care. So based on what the PT wanted me to work with and what exercises I was able to do with them. I think I was also looking if they weren't getting better with the exercises. I'm like, oh, this person just needs an injection, like needs to go for something else, needs an MRI, needs something else where
So you weren't the answer then. You were given a treatment. If the treatment you could give was not working, your next line of defense as a PTA was to get them out to a surgeon or a doctor or a pain specialist. And as a stretch mobility coach, what is your role now?
Now that I'm like following the stretch method, I usually trusting the process, honestly. Like I've seen the results and the outcomes of we do get our clients out of pain and we get them to a place that we can get them strengthened, and we get to utilize the deep thermal laser, which helps with decreasing the inflammation and helping with regenerating and, getting increased cellular circulation, which just helps with the healing process in that area. Because when those things happen and it's low back pain that's chronic and degenerative, we can't just use our hands ourselves, but our hands help. And that combination has done amazing things for those clients. So with the stretch method and following and trusting the process of that, we have gotten people better where I'm not looking to send them out for an injection. I'm not looking to send them out for surgery. I have more confidence in our outcomes and what we can help people do. So
your clinical skill that you can offer someone now compared to when you were a PTA is far different.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Cool.
It's definitely like, I definitely feel more confident too, and just trust the process and what the stretch method's done. So I don't think that I'm smarter than anyone else, but I feel like my skill set has expanded versus as a PTA, I'm stuck doing these things. So I feel like I couldn't step outside, or how was I going to grow my skill set and utilize it? You know what I mean? Without.
How's your life changed now since you can give these better outcomes to these clients?
I have a passion for work again. Like I'm more satisfied with my career choice. And I don't think I could ever honestly go back to being a PTA. I've asked you, I'm like, I can't do PT in here, Kim. We had to stop that after like 6 months to a year, I think. And then, it's just opened, I feel more growth as a professional as well. Like I'm learning so many more things that I wouldn't have learned in a traditional PT setting, because I don't think PTAs have the opportunities that I do as a stretch mobility coach. So that's been awesome, because I am someone who likes to grow and learn and like I feel like improve myself or make me better to provide and help other people. It's provided me with more financial freedom, like in this position where I don't think I would have that growth as a PTA still. Like, honestly, before I started with Kim, like, my salary was being knocked down to what I started at when I first started as a PTA, as a new grad. But I was required to keep my same tasks and like my same role as like running the industrial program. And I wasn't they weren't taking things away from me. They were just cutting my pay. So
and I think it was a big cut you were going to have too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were able to foresee that cut was going to happen. And before that cut happened to you, join on as a stretch mobility coach, you took a risk because it was something new. And it was
new. I was
really,
scared.
really new. You were scared. And then you took that risk and then dug into learning it. And in 3 years, you're just a totally different person.
I definitely feel that way. Yeah.
You've bought your first house.
Yes.
You've bought your first pretty cool car.
A little bit nicer than what I used to drive, which has been a lot of fun. So yeah, I think it's been kind of cool watching the program go, but also watch me shift away from client care, you grow in client care. It's just kind of been full circle. Yes, definitely appreciative for all of it, because
me too.
I get to come in and actually enjoy helping people again. And yes, our clients are amazing. So
and it's a different type of clientele, isn't it?
It's very different. It's very different because they're looking for it. Like, they want help and they want to be here. They're invested in themselves. And it's just fun to work with the people who want to really work and get better and be able to do the things that they enjoy again. It's fun to, like, a lot of them say it, and like we've mentioned before, is they feel like they have hope again when they see us. And that's like the best thing ever. So
Lindsay came in and did those videos, and she said, I think a week or so after, when she was developing the video, she went, every one of your video testimonials said it's a God thing.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that was cool.
A lot of them did say that.
So where do you think you would be right now if you didn't take action that you did 3.5 years ago and jump into something new professionally?
Oh, I think I don't know where I would be. To be honest, I don't know that I would still be in an outpatient setting, or if I'd be trying to still do personal training, but potentially risking my license if I do anything outside, like not knowing like the rules too, of like, I still have to abide by my PTA license, but I can't work as a PTA. Like, all of that's really gray. Like, there's a lot that we aren't told out there. So I don't know truthfully what I would be doing without this program. But I'm very grateful that I found it. So, I mean, I don't know, because I would be in a rut. I would be stuck. I would be unhappy if I was still an outpatient, or if I would have picked up any other role in a different setting, because outpatient was that's my jam. That's all. I somehow in school, I was like, do not put me in a SNF. Do not put me in a hospital. I do not do well in hospitals. I will pass out. And my director's like, you've got to do something different. You've had 2 outpatient clinics. I was like, what about that pediatric one? I could do peds. And it was peds outpatient that I was able to do, just because they're like, you need a variety. And I was like, I know what I want.
I just want to go to outpatient.
I just want an outpatient. So,
hey, it was me too. I did skilled nursing and I did home health because that's the trajectory that I had to do to be able to make more money and support my family financially. However, I was not happy as I was in outpatient.
I would go to a nursing home on the weekends and pick up PRN. But as much as I loved going in there, because I did like that nursing home, they had a lot of like post-ops and things like that. But then working with some of the people, it's just hard, because you see how a lot of them don't want to interact with you. Or if they do, like, you get some really good ones. But then it was also sad to me because a lot of times they never got stretched. They never got touched. And like me being an outpatient, I was touching, I was massaging, I was stretching, and I was doing stuff. Not the same as what we do in here, but I was like, how are they? No wonder they're in so much pain. Like, they can't get any better without a little bit of hands-on. You need something. So like, I wasn't scared to get in there and actually move people around a little bit. within what they could do and tolerate. But then it was also so weird being in a nursing home because you can't really work their upper body. You're only focused on their lower body, but they can't even like move their arm. Like, it's crazy. So to me, it was just really hard because I was like, what am I doing? Is this even beneficial? Like, I mean,
it seems for you it would be far, because you're like on that athletic side of orthopedics. You really, really love working. Now you do great with every diagnosis that comes across your plate, but your passion is that person where you can have fun with them and do a pistol squat. And
yes, sure, for sure. Don't get me wrong. I love working with everyone that we have and all different clientele. It's good. I like to mix it up too. I like to meet people where they're at, and it's still fun. It's just, I think that little bit of, I love the athleticism and stuff. So
I think the challenge that it gives us too, when we're doing patient care in there, because I mean, we can come across some cases that you're like, ugh, like, am I supposed to be seeing this person? What am I going to do?
yeah, for sure.
And thank God we have Stacy helping us. She's fabulous.
For sure.
So if there's anyone watching this that is on the fence about booking a call or about signing up for the PTA Accelerator program, what would you tell them?
You have nothing to lose, to be honest. Like, if you are genuinely the person who is all about helping and really wanting to be compassionate and you care and you want to help improve someone else's life, and you want to grow yourself personally and your skill set, you have nothing to lose in this program. It's going to provide all of those things. If you are a PTA and you feel like you've plateaued where you're at, I think growth is the next step for you. Like, there's really, there's nothing you can lose. It's a win-win.
So what if a person goes, oh, that's just so much money for me to invest. I think it's just too much money to pay.
To me, your happiness and what you're able to provide to someone doesn't really have a price tag on it. So I think that it may be a lot of money to someone, but I think it's something that if you're serious about it, you're going to figure out a way to come up with that money, or you're going to start saving so that you can do those things. Like, if that's not something you've been good at before, but you're stuck where you're at and you want to be able to have more financial freedom and actually enjoy what you're doing again. I think honestly, like, it seems like a lot maybe up front, but the more you think about like how much happier you're potentially going to be doing something that you love and that you can actually grow and make more money, more than likely, based on what we've seen with the other owners. Like, I get it, but I don't think you can put a price tag on it. Like any other training you're going to do, this gives you everything you need in one. Like, and I don't think that you're too expensive. With everything you provide in this program, I don't think that you can really put a price tag on having joy again in your career and being happy and enjoying life. So like, those things are just more important.
Cool. I'm going to end the recording here, but stay right there.
All right.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the interview with Jordan as much as I did. Wait, Jordan and I could talk all day long, every day. I want to take a moment and thank you for joining for me today. I hope you found this path to be inspirational for you. And today I challenge you to take a look at where you are today. Then think about where you would like to be this time next year. And if you want to be making more money and you want to work less clinically while gaining control of your treatments, you should consider becoming a stretch mobility coach. There are several paths that you can take to become a stretch mobility coach. And if you're ready to get started, jump on a call with me to see what steps are right for you. Thanks for joining me on this show today, guys.